Hello, welcome back to Barefoot Outdoors. My name is Art. I want to start by apologizing for the weird screen going on there. It's crushed in a little bit, black lines on the sides. It's because I got you in a tree, as you see a piece of the bark here. Um, I got you in a tree right now with the camera facing towards me so I can see what's going on as I show you stuff. Um, Today I'm going to be continuing on with the squirrel trapping series a little bit. Um, Gonna show you. I'm on a hill here. Almost fell over. Gonna show you how to trap with these a little bit. Just a quick introductory video on using these things. Um, in New York, the squirrels get a little bigger, as in a lot of the Northeast. They're hardier, bigger, a little more difficult to kill. So we have to modify these things pretty heavily. Um, this is different than the other videos you might have seen on YouTube if you look at other squirrel trapping videos. I got this idea from Dave Canterbury over at Wilderness Outfitters. I think he changed his channel name now to David Canterbury, but if you search Wilderness Outfitters, I'm sure you'll find it. He was the inspiration for actually using these, as far as I'm aware. He's the first time I ever heard of it, and the oldest video that I could find on YouTube about using these. Most of the time people just take a little piece of wood or something and sneak them up underneath these little support arms on the springs. What I did was take apart the this bar here. It just comes off right here. It's got like a little weld or solder on it or whatever. And I flipped these two over a full turn, which was very difficult to do because they already have so much spring tension on them. But it's definitely worth it. It's going to get a quicker, more humane kill, and you're going to lose less squirrels that way. I've seen where a squirrel would get hit by one of these and it would stun it, and then it would get up and run off. So we want to try to avoid that. The other thing is obviously painted it black to blend in a little bit. It's the time of the year when we can trap squirrels. Everything's brown. You got leaves all over the ground, the brown and dark red, stuff like that. So black works really good. It's really versatile for camouflage. Another thing would be like like a coyote brown or something. You'll have to excuse the background noise. My siblings are out playing right now, but drilled 2 holes in the body of the trap. That's to tie it down or stake it to the ground. Whatever you got to do like that. I took and I bent this a little bit down, so there's a little divot right there. That's so it's a little bit more difficult to set that trigger off just by adding weight to it, or makes it a little tougher for the squirrels to actually push the pane down. That way we don't catch as many birds. That's something we want to try to avoid, if at all possible, is killing songbirds, as they are protected in New York. Might not be in other parts of the United States, but they are here. So there's so many modifications you could do to the pan. There's 2 that I really like. I'll make videos on them. You can make a large pan for trail sets, and you can make a bowl that goes on there to hold bird feed or whatever kind of bait you're using, which is really great if you are using bird feed or peanuts or something like that, where you can't actually get it to stick on the pan. The other thing, if I can find it again, I dropped it. Oh, right here it is. is I made this, which is just a bolt. It's got a nut at the end, 2 washers. Oh, you can see my brother in the background. 2 washers here. You unscrew the bolt almost to the end of the threads. You lift up the pan here, or the striker bar, whatever you want to call it, the jaw. You let that ride back down. Oops. I'm doing it down here out of the camera because it's a little bit easier. There you go, like that. So that's holding it in place now. And now, oh, now you just tighten down the nut. That's real easy. Now it just stays there, and you know that's super tough now. That's it's definitely a great modification to do, as opposed to drilling up through it and putting nails in it, screws, stuff like that. I've seen people do. Ideally, you might be able to make another. You might be able to sand into the actual body of the trap and like glue a piece of pipe or something like that, some steel pipe or maybe a bolt, and that way it would stay in there permanently. But I like doing this because depending on what you're trapping, you might not need that extra kill bar, and then it just saves a lot of weight when you're carrying, you know, 30 of these. It's a lot easier to just leave these at home if you don't need them. Let's see, time 6 minutes. I'm trying to keep these videos under 10 minutes for sake of storage on my tablet, which I'm using the video. You know, the 2 best ways that I find to set these are either take it like this, screw it into a tree, or tie it through with those little holes that we put in there, and then bait it. You know, that idea really came from using these for trapping weasels. It's the same thing you could do with that, except you want to use like chicken liver or some kind of bloody meat. But for squirrels, if you're doing it like that, you'll see it's got that little knob right there on the pan there. You can take peanut butter and birdseed, mix it till it's really thick, and you can like roll it into balls and stuff, and then you just press it on that and it works great. It stays there. The other way, and the way I like to use them because it really shines real great that way, is you go and you find a trail that they're running. Here there's a lot of stone wall fences running throughout the woods all over the place, so the squirrels like to run on those, and you just find a place where maybe a tree's fallen over and they run underneath that tree branch, or you know, 2 trees grow really close to the stone, and you just set there. You block it off, you set the trap in the direction that they seem to be running more often, or you can put 2 back to back, so that way you got either way that they're running, they're going to get trapped once. However you got to do it, and you just set it there and you forget about it till it's time to check. You know, check them as often as possible. Every couple of hours seems to be just fine, especially if you're in a high populated area where there's a lot of squirrels or people. You don't want people getting offended over traps and stuff like that. That's pretty much it for this video. This has been another video with Barefoot Outdoors. My name is Art. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe if you want. Comment down below, tell me what you want to see. Tell me if there's I don't know, a better way to do this. You know, give me suggestions. I made this channel to do that, and that's what I want to do. So, until next time, God bless, shoot straight.